So guys, I think it's day 9 or day 10. I have no idea. But my recording session today will never end. We are now nearly 3 hours in the game. Wow. Heavy. Sorry, we are not open just yet. Oh, Neil. You've come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with? There is definitely something that you can do. What is it? Can we work here? Oh, that's interesting. Excuse me, what? Is it possible for us to work here? Why? We have learned something prestigious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth, and Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that. You need to mix between verbal and non-verbal communication here. Yeah, human communication is sometimes very complicated. Yes, but I can see that your communication skill has improved an awful lot since you arrived. That's true, but it's not enough. Some of our biggest lessons about Earthlings we learned them here. This made us think, instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner. We should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. Sounds like a good strategy. That is why we ask you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers. That's correct? I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally, if you're applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you finally get the job, if you get it at all. Oh, let me think of this, if you don't mind. And I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh, no. We are sorry for our spontaneity, but it has to be today. May I know why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. I'm interested in what event he means. Neil, say something. Okay, thank you. But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer. Understood. Oh, so you are more like something like a waitress. Or a waiter in this thing. You are a waiter. There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be, but always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? That won't be easy. But you'll be able to judge based on their body language. Non-verbal signs. Yes. That will be very hard for us. Indeed. And this is why I'm concerned about he gets this job and is our employee. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign when you should start talking. Or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do this job? Not really. I'll lend you an apron, though, to help keep your suit clean. And to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation. But it will make you look more legit for the job. That is a very Earthling thing to do. It is. Alright then. You are ready for this? We are. Okay. Let's start the night. And now we have an employee. Very interesting change now. But where is he working? I can't see him. Neil, welcome. Holy, whoa, now she's really surprised about that. What the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hey Sookie, what's going on here? Well, Neil is working here tonight. And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero. For an alien invitation? Oh, it's not that. Neil is just helping out. You've never looked like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista, not the other way around. That's true, Freya. Listen to him carefully. We have learned some things since we arrived, and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. That's obvious. You need to do that. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this? Oh, on one condition. I make the drinks. Neil, will you only be here to serve and communicate? Fair trade. What's in it for you then? What? You are helping them here? What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here. Freya, if I still need to write for the paper again. What happened? The chief found out. Okay, I think she got fired or sacked. Oh. Is that what you think? Is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yes, I missed you. Really, Freya. You are my best customer. How did she find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher up? In the elevator? Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift, and the higher up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. He realized immediately that was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you going to do now? Write a goddamn novel, I guess. After all that? Hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know. Yeah. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya, but we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. I feel the same for you. I feel the same. How about a warm cup of drink? It is. On the house. Huh? You're allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. That was the best thing to do according to our senses. It was. So, what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Your favorite. Your favorite? Our favorite? Anything. I just trust you with the decision. Okay. Normally, she drinks triple shot espresso. Here's your drink, especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, I'm proud of you, Neil. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks. But today I might have an idea why. How far along are you with the novel? I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood, that sounds doable. Even without caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races, and we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. I totally agree with that. I don't think this will work. I'm sorry, Neil. I am not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just Neil. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. Oh. We are glad to hear that then. That was a figure of speech, Neil. Oh, I always pronounce his name wrong. Okay. We have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language. It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask away. How fast do you write? Not fast enough apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? I don't think I have the exact number. But full time? I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day. That's a lot. That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. According to our research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is a pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. While GRA Media, the biggest publisher around, if we count based on the number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily. Aha! I wish. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside your mere word count. If we only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That's pretty hard to understand. But we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Yep. Earthlings seem to have fascination for things which are hard to understand, from languages to arts. Right again. But you are not wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of our few things we can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So, it's still a valid parameter. Definitely. Cool. That didn't sound at all like you, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on Earth. Oh, another guest. It's Myrtle. Good evening, Miss Myrtle. She's also surprised. Yeah. I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still The one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please.